A man who has spent almost 3 decades on death row has walked free after a US judge set aside his conviction. Glenn Ford, here in the Hat, was convicted by an all-white jury in 1983 for robbery and murder. But new information in the case has exonerated the 64-year-old, so a Louisiana judge ordered him free.
Locked up almost 30 years for something I didn't do. I can't go back and do anything that I should have been doing when I was like 35, 38, 40, stuff like that. My sons, when I left, was babies. Now they're grown men with babies.
It's a wonderful day, and we've been working on this for decades, literally. So we hope that it'll be the first day for Glenn to start a new life.
What's the first thing you're going to do?
Oh, go get something to eat.
Ford's now tasting freedom after claiming that the prosecution suppressed evidence that would have cleared him of the crime.
Hey, yo. It's your boy, Mr. 1751, man. Hey, look, right? America has a problem, man. And it's not talked about enough, honestly, in my opinion. You know, I always talk to the criminals. I always talk to the youth, you know, or the potential criminals, people that's heading down the wrong path. And I try to steer them right. You know, I try to let them know that there are consequences for your actions. You know, and a lot of us, we understand that there are consequences for our actions. We understand that when we're out here doing these crimes. And, you know, and I always tell the youth to be careful, man. Think for yourself. You know, think for yourself. Do not be misled, man, by the wrong types of people, man, because they're everywhere. You know, real is rare. Fake is everywhere, man. And they try to make fake appear real and real appear fake. So don't get caught up in that, man. Don't be deceived. You know, but I just like, you know, I like to touch on this man here, man. The situation this man, sadly, this man, you know, went through, man. You know, the wrongful injustice that he endured, man. That he had to go through, man, for about the past 3 decades, man. You know, it's so sad that a system that we depend on, you know, to grant justice, man, and to bring peace to the families of the victims, you know, of these brutal crimes. But what happens when the system get it wrong? Because this happens often, man. The system doesn't always get it right. You know, a lot of times this system operates incorrectly. You know, and a lot of these judges and lawyers, a lot of them are friends. They go to dinner together. They owe each other favors, and they gamble. They play these games with the lives of regular everyday citizens, man. You know, and when you see a case like this one, it just makes you think. Like, it makes me think, you know, what are the consequences? What are the consequences for the system, for the judges that wrongfully convict these people, for the prosecutors who wrongfully bring forth false evidence? You know, what are the consequences for these people when they give false evidence and they wrongfully convict a person to death row, and this person actually is put to rest, man? What are the consequences for the system when they put innocent people to rest? What are the consequences? Because I always say there are consequences for your actions, and I tell criminals this. I tell the youth this all the time. There are always going to be consequences for your actions. But when they listen to me say this, and then they see something like this here, you know, it's like, so does wrong and right only apply to us and not apply to the system that we're supposed to obey, and these laws that we're supposed to obey, abide by? I mean, The consequences should be equal all around the board. Everybody should have consequences. Now, I'll tell you this. These people, this system that plays dirty, man, and do these horrible things, man, to people, they may get away with it in this life. But trust me, everybody has a due date. Everybody has a date where we have to go under that ground. You know, when we will have to be put to rest and go back in front of our Lord, back in front of our Creator. You know, we will have to answer for our actions, man. And our actions, you know, our actions are judged but by intention. So if you intentionally wrong somebody and did an evil act, you will have to answer for that. So all these judges and lawyers with the suits on, the suit and tie, and they, you know, they fancy dress codes and they fancy cars and they fancy watches, you know, they will all have to answer, man, to the ultimate judge. You know, once this test of life is all over, man, you know, so just understand, there will be consequences for these people. Anyway, it's your boy, Mr. 1751. Bring you another 1751 reaction. And until next video, if you enjoy watching videos like these, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Help your boy get into the algorithm so that I can continue to bring you more videos just like the one you just watched. Anyway, until next video, y'all stay up.
Yeah. Devil let my soul, I can't let him get to me. Can't let him get to me. Trying to be a different man, I'm not who I used to be. Had to switch my whole imagery, I'm a changed man. If I didn't believe in myself, who would've believed in me? Even when I was down, nobody knew I needed help. Who would've thought I ain't eat? Many days, many nights had to swallow my pride and just go to sleep.